right.
Yeah. Oh, talking about Tarantino movies, I was thinking like, like it may not be. Oh, God, how did that happen?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. We were talking about Tarantino.
Yeah, but this may not be like a popular one, but like I love the Kill Bill movies.
Have you heard what he's said in interviews recently about those movies?
No.
He's making a third one.
Really?
Yeah, but he said he had to wait 10 years after it because what he wants to do is he wants to. I can't remember the girl's name, but you know the girl that she kills in front of her daughter.
Yeah.
He wants to make it about the daughter.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the daughter would be the main character, not the bride.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because everybody calls her the bride. She's casted as the bride in the movie.
Yeah.
But they say her name. Her name is in the movie. It's Beatrix something. I don't know.
Yeah. Which I think that was actually like just a thing on him because Misty's seen the first one.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't seen all the first one. But we've started to watch it like 2 or 3 times. I've seen them both like multiple times. I love them.
They were filmed at the same time because it was supposed to be one movie.
Yeah. But
cut them in half.
I think that kind of, I'm not going to say it leads to Tarantino's genius because honestly, I have a hard time calling any director genius. Not that, I know that sounds really douchey. But
yeah, because you know so much more than they do.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I think anymore, it takes a lot for people to be considered genius. You know what I mean?
Because there's so much out there that is genius, and it's just difficult to get to the same level.
Yeah, and a lot of them have those moments in their own right.
Right.
But I think that's something that helps lead to Tarantino is the way that. Like in the first one, they talk about her name and they bleep out her name in the first one. But then in the second one, you learn it. And it's not like it matters.
Right.
Like it really does not matter.
Right.
But like all throughout the first movie, you're like, I need to know what her name is.
Right. Very much like a Jack and Fight Club type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I think that's neat. I like those and... what do we say? Reservoir Dogs. Pulp Fiction. I'm gonna get some crap for this, but Pulp Fiction was all right.
Why?
I
heard Chris Rock quote that today, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I heard Chris Rock say Royale with cheese, and it made my day. Sorry, but... Yeah.
No, it's good. I mean, there are some characters that I super, super love from that movie, but for the most part, I'm just like, it kind of bores me. Like, I don't know if that's like
I don't know if we can talk about this anymore. I mean, I love that movie.
No, there are some scenes that I'm like, oh my God, that scene was awesome.
Yeah.
But,
just where he sees Marcellus Wallace when he's walking by. Like,
that part's great. What?
That part's directly ripped from another movie, too.
Oh, yeah.
Donuts.
I got donuts.
Yeah, that's a funny part, too, in The Simpsons where they talk about that, where they do that. But, I don't know. I just...
This is called overkill.
Right.
Hopefully that guy's dead now.
Here's something I learned about Quentin Tarantino the other day. Did you know what his IQ level is?
It's probably way up there.
It's 166.
That's pretty good.
And that's well over genius.
Yeah.
Like, that's well over genius level. And someone else I learned who has an extremely high IQ like that is Conan O'Brien. His is over 160 as well, and he's part of Mensa. So is Steve Martin.
That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, those three, I was like, man, those three deserve it, though. I mean, they're like, it's not that you would think of it just seeing their stuff, but then, like, when you think about it, you're like, man, I believe it. I 100% believe it.
I can definitely believe it for Steve Martin, because Steve Martin is just insanely smart when it comes to his humor and his comedy and stuff. I think is great. But
I mean, he revolutionized the genre of stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah. Did you
read his book?
Oh, crap.
Oh, you pissed him off.
It's this junk again. No, I haven't read his book, But can I just juke past him? Whoop!
I mean, I knew his book was going to be genius when I heard the title of it. Born Standing Up.
Oh, yeah.
That is absolutely hilarious.
Crap. Ooh. This is not going to work for me.
Oh. I think it feels like every step you take, you just make things worse. Oh,
yeah,
I remember
that's the way
that.
I felt the whole game. My God, how long does this attack take?
Long enough for you to need to get away from it now.
God. All right. That didn't work. Oh, wait, it did. He dramatically passed out. Nope.
Yeah, no.
There we go. And one more for good measure. Do you know who the guy? Do you know who Raven is? The wrestler Raven?
No. I no. Like when you said Raven, I had hopes, and then you said the wrestler, and I was like, nope. No, I don't know who this is.
Not Raven Simone.
Well, I was thinking more like Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, but no. So back in the '90s, there was this guy in ECW. His name was Raven.
Okay.
And his big thing was like. He was like, well, he started in ECW.
Okay.
Right? And then moved on to WCW and then eventually on to WWE.
I didn't realize they were different things, but okay, go on.
Oh, yeah. Extreme Championship Wrestling, World Championship Wrestling, World Wrestling Federation.
I knew WCW and WWF, WWE, whatever. I knew those were different.
Right.
But I didn't know I just realized I don't think I ever knew what ECW was.
ECW is where people went to go see the really crazy wrestling matches.
Okay.
Like the...
Where people shot each other and stuff?
Yeah. Just big old shootouts.
Hand everybody revolvers. That's how Clint Eastwood filmed Dirty Harry.
Well, I will say, I mean, the fans would bring... That guy has a
guns?
machine gun. No, they wouldn't bring guns, but they would bring, like, any household items they could find for people to use as weapons in the crowd, yeah. And
I would watch out for that guy close to you, buddy.
Yeah, he's getting there. He sees me. But so Raven, he went to all these different places and everything.
Okay.
And his whole ordeal was like, he was like, had this weird like victim mentality in a lot of his stuff, where he was like, "Oh, what about me? What about Raven?" I almost said
something that would have gotten this channel into a lot of trouble. So remind me to tell you after it's over.
I think I might know what you're talking about, but he had like that whole kind of shtick where he was like, "What about me? What about Raven?" The whole time. Hello.
That's a bad persona.
Yeah, but he actually was like a really, really like well done heel.
Okay.
Because like people would be like really, really just mad at this guy constantly.
I could see why.
Yeah.
Because
and he was just kind of like a big turd, you know, and eventually, big fat guy. And eventually,
Yokozuna,
he's got a wrench. What's the matter with you?
You can hurt somebody.
But yeah, eventually he had like...
Oh my God.
Come on, man.
Every step of the way.
I hate this game so much. There's a construction worker behind me.
This is YMCA.
Yeah.
I mean...
Fun to stay
at
YMCA. What was I talking about? Yeah, so he had all this, you know, the what about me and everything. Eventually he had a group called The Flock that would come with him, and they would just cause all sorts of chaos and whatnot. Oh,
you totally crotch shot him.
Yeah, it's I can't go any faster than this. There we go.
Oh, my Lord.
And I'm dead.
You walked into a room with all the explosives.
Yeah. But
this is where we keep our dynamite.
Yep. But anyways, yeah, Raven. He's in Mensa.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Super smart guy.
That's crazy.
Kind of a jerk, but a super smart guy.
Right.
Oh, good.
Conan O'Brien's part of Mensa. Steve Martin's part of Mensa, but Quentin Tarantino is not, I think. But I think he was invited to be a part of it, but he turned it down. It was either Quentin Tarantino that turned it down or Conan O'Brien that turned it down. I can't remember which one.
I think they let Steve Martin in just for the King Tut song.
Right. King Tut.
That was another thing that Misty and I, when we first started dating, she didn't understand why I liked Steve Martin so much.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me guess. Cheaper by the dozen.
Exactly.
Steve Martin,
Yeah.
Okay.
Just there's kind of a.
That makes sense. I understand.
There's not like a huge like generational gap between me and Misty. Like what happened there? Okay, there we go. But
a guy stood up in the water, by the way.
Great. But there is like there's 6 years between me and Misty.
Right.
So like
that's enough.
You wouldn't think that it would be that much, but like there are some big differences there when it comes to certain.
I mean, I've always I have a theory about generations. Is that my theory is that 5 years is a full generation.
Yeah.
And every 5 years,
oh, wait, big fatty,
you have completely different experiences with media, especially.
Right.
And there are people who will share similar experiences because of parents or older siblings or stuff like that.
Right.
Or just discovering it and stuff like that. Like, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to always watch the Sci-Fi Channel, and so people are like, why are you into all these old sci-fi movies? And
because they're awesome.
yeah, because they were great. And I got to see them a lot as a kid. But I think like people talk about. Hey, I've met people who are significantly younger than me, and they're like, "Oh, you remember this?" I was like, "No, I was too old for that." They're like, "You're not much older than me." It's like, you don't understand. I mean, 5 years is a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Long time for those kind of things.
It can be.
Yeah.
But she wasn't really familiar with a lot of his stuff.
Good Steve Martin.
Yeah, exactly. The stuff that's actually bearable,
Right.
And
the I'm not old and tired Steve Martin.
Yeah. The please give me money phase.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful. I hope he's not listening because he's like a huge hero of mine.
Yeah, he is of mine too. It's really funny.
Which, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he would listen to this unless someone would be like,
you never know.
Like he has filters to hear Steve Martin all over the internet. He is the black web or whatever, the dark web. He controls it.
That will get cut off.
Yeah. Yeah. Steve Martin controls the dark web.
Still wait for Seth Rogen to come and fight me. Heard you were talking crap. But what? We have not talked about anything of substance. This whole video.
I think it's of substance. Gotta be a way to get up there. Don't laugh
we're
at me,
just
Misty.
now reaching.
I go, I think it's of substance. I hear like over in the corner.
Shut up.
Hey.
So where do I go? Someone sees me. Oh, hey. Get out of here.
Jeez. That guy just wanted to see if you were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Baga,
baga. You sounded like Fozzie Bear. Waka, waka.
Waka, waka.
Have you heard...
It's pulsating and it's clipping through the thing.
Have you heard Mike Birbiglia's thing about...
him being on the Muppets?
Yes.
Yes.
That is one of the funniest things I have ever seen. And it makes me sad because I'm a huge fan of the Muppets.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, that was so funny.
You know, I can't think of a I can't think of any person that would ever say, like, I hate the Muppets. Like me
I've
personally.
met people. I've met
really?
Yeah. Well, I'm very vocal about my love for the Muppets, and there's some people like, oh, I hate the Muppets.
It's on your Tinder profile.
Yeah. Oh man, if I had a Tinder, yes.
Yeah.
It would just be me in a Kermit outfit.
Yeah.
Just Kermit memes the whole time.
Yeah.
Which I can't decide if I like those or not.
It depends on the meme.
Yeah, but which I don't really like memes to begin with. There's a few I like, but the whole meme culture, the when she discovers you do dank memes and that type of stuff, that I'm like, you're 14.
I think that stuff's funny.
I think that's dumb. I'm sorry, but
no, it's fine. Why can I not shoot this guy?
He's not real.
There we go.
Yeah, my dial bone.
My coccyx.
I love that word.
No, I get what you're saying though, because a lot of those memes are like, okay.
Right. Yeah, a lot of them, most of them are just like, you're 14, you don't understand the world yet, so this is funny to you because you just don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's one of those, in a lot of those memes where it's people pretending to be dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm not doing it justice by describing it, but jeez, that was awful. But where it's like someone's like, oh, I don't get this, but they're like obviously using a pun to not get it,
right,
or something like that. I'm like, that's cheeky, I guess, at best.
Yeah.
You know,
it's weird because, you know, memes and stuff, they started out as like such a niche group.
Oh yeah, it was,
and now it's like everybody can do a meme,
right? And it started out by people like just bringing pictures into Paint, Microsoft Paint,
right? Pretty much, yeah. And that's fine. You know,
yeah,
some of them can be really stinking funny. Like, you know, I mean, me and Dakota and Misty and you know, Dakota's girlfriend, we always we have this, like, it started out with it just being me and Dakota, and okay. And we would just find like the worst pictures and memes that we could find, and we would send them to each other. And now we've got.
When you say the worst, what do you mean exactly?
Like, not necessarily like offensive, but just stuff that we find funny.
Oh, okay.
And,
stuff that you probably couldn't show very many people.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that.
A lot of stuff that people would be like, you know, that's kind of offensive, or not even nearly like, not even. Okay.
Those butt cheeks barked at you.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
But yeah,
I really tickled Misty over there. she could not stop laughing for a second.
Stop. But yeah. Anyways, I think we're gonna cut it here, folks. But
fine, after my butt cheek joke.
Yes, exactly. The one joke of the whole video.
We've won. We're official. It's done.
Yeah, we're almost done though. I think we've got like one chapter after this. And then
really?
Yes, thank God. So, but thanks everybody for watching, and leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And we will catch you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.